Welcome back to Mega Man What If, the show where we look at what if events in the Mega Man timeline were different. That's right, after a long break, we are back, and as you can tell from the title of the What If, this is going to be quite an interesting one. But I know what some of you might be thinking. Penguin CJP, Wily would never turn good, right? Well, that might be the case for the game continuity, however, in the Archie continuity, things played out just a bit differently. After saving the world from Raw Moon, Mega Man was on his deathbed, but Wily had a plan to save Mega Man. Not to actually do so for anything good, but rather to get in Light's good graces in order to eventually backstab him. Light and Mega Man even helped cleared Wily's name for all of his crimes, or, well, most of them anyway. Light fully believed that Wily had changed, but what would happen if Wily actually did? What if Wily had turned good? Our story begins at Light Labs. Light and Wily were currently descending down an elevator into the underground bunker of Light Labs.
By Asimov!
Wily stared agape at what he saw. It was a ginormous robot, stories tall, way bigger than any of Wily's Wily machines.
This is Gamma, the culmination of all of my research and every robot I've made up till now. Our next project.
Our project? Thomas, you still trust me? After everything I've done, I mean, sure, it was Raw Moon controlling me, but you would still trust me with this?
Of course, Al. I always believe in second chances. Sure, you made some mistakes, but if you're willing to learn from them, then I think you deserve that chance.
Wily then flashes back to another time when Light gave him a second chance when no one else would.
Well, here we are, the lab to be.
Yeah, as long as Judge Torque doesn't shut this one down too. I appreciate this, Tom, but why even have me here? I'm a criminal, as far as the courts are concerned.
Light didn't seem to be paying much attention as he was happily scavenging through boxes of robot parts.
Oh, come on, Al, we'll have lots of fun. And as I always say, everyone deserves a second chance. You'll just have to wait for your sentencing to be up, and then you'll be good to go.
As Wily's mind travels back to the present, he sees Light holding out a hand.
To new beginnings.
As Wily slowly reached out to shake his hand, Light was frozen in place.
Hello? Thomas? Anyone home?
He waved his hand in front of Light's face, but there was no reaction.
As you requested, Wily Castle 3 has been complete, sir.
It was Flashman, one of Wily's robot masters. It looks like he used Time Stopper in order to freeze Dr. Light.
Oh, I see. That was much sooner than I expected. Good work.
Wily stared down conflictingly at Light's hand.
Do I really want this? I could easily just go back to how things used to be. With me and Thomas just making robots. Change of plan. We're keeping everything on standby until you get my signal.
Sir, are you sure?
Did I stutter?
No, sir. Understood. I'll inform the others. With that, Flashman teleported away. Wily happily grasped Light's hand.
To a new beginning.
A few weeks would pass with non-stop work being done on Gamma, until the day to unveil him to the public finally came.
Greetings, people of Monster... No, it's Mega City now. Ow! I'm so terrible at these public speeches.
Could have fooled me. You were pretty good at them when you were trying to take over the world.
Roll, who had been helping Wily put on his tie, looked up at him with an annoyed glance. While Dr. Light and Rock may have forgiven Wily, she definitely did not. Just because he was living with them doesn't mean she had to play nice. Wily sneaks a look at his skull watch.
Just one press of this button and they'll be here. No, no. Not yet. Not now.
Greetings, everyone. Thank you for coming. As you all are aware, I am Dr. Thomas Light, owner of Light Labs, and today I'm here to unveil our newest and greatest creation. Of course, I was greatly assisted by my good colleague, Dr. Albert Wily.
Yes. Hello, people of Mega City. I am Dr. Albert Wily, and working together with Thomas Light, we were able to create the most powerful robot that can stop any natural disaster or any global threat.
They then reveal Gamma, the crowd cheering. Another week would pass, Light and Wily finishing up the energy element implementation into Gamma in order to turn it on for the first time.
Sorry, Tom, but bathroom calls. Roll, please be a dear and get me some more coffee, and Rock, I'm sure you can keep that stable until I get back.
So you've been on the toilet for the past month? A familiar red and gray robot master was standing in the hallway.
Brakeman! What are you doing here? I didn't give any orders!
And that's the problem. You haven't given us any orders in an entire month. What's the plan here, Doc?
The plan is that you wait for my orders. Tom Light and I are currently working on a very important project that could be very useful to us. So if you could get out of my hair...
Hey, Doc, who you talking to?
Wily turns to look at Brakeman, but he was gone.
It must be the stress getting to me.
Brakeman had returned to Wily Castle 3, where the other Wily robots were eagerly awaiting. It looks like we were right. Wily seems to have betrayed us. So, what should we do? Should we just wait? Perhaps Lord Wily is getting everything set up so we can perform our original functions. I say we wait for his orders. Gemini Man and his multiple clones looked a bit uneasy. He wouldn't throw us away, would he? Well, I know he wouldn't throw me away, but I'm not so sure about the others. I do have a point. Maybe I could actually do some mining work. Shadow Man glared at the other third numbers. Are you all serious?
Like, how am I gonna accept that?
Quick Man dashes in front of everyone. We were built for two reasons. To destroy Mega Man and to take over the world. Do you all have no dignity? Brakeman holds his buster out in front of Quick Man. Calm down. I have my own score to settle with Mega Man. I have a plan. I know you weren't built like the rest of us, Brakeman. But Wily specifically said to wait for his orders. Flashman stepped in front of Brakeman. Newsflash, Flash, he isn't giving us any orders. As far as I'm concerned, I'm going with Brakeman. Flashman gritted his teeth and glared at Quickman. Do as you wish. Come, brothers, we have more important matters to attend to. Flashman took all of the Wily numbers with him except for Quickman and Shadow Man. Shadow Man stood there, thinking to himself, I have been betrayed for the last time. Wily, I'll make sure you regret this. Back at Light Labs, the doctors were putting the finishing touches on Gamma. Dr. Light was waiting for Rock to get back with the remaining parts they needed, before he heard the doorbell ring.
Well, you got back much faster than I expected. Good job, Rock.
As he opened the door, however, his smile quickly faded away. Brakeman was there, grabbing Dr. Light by the shoulders.
Blues, what do you think you're doing?
Without saying a word, Brakeman teleported away with Light.
Dr. Light!
Rock, who had just made it to the driveway, dropped the box of parts as he just saw what occurred. He armored up, but he had no idea where Brakeman would have taken Dr. Light. With no other choice, he rushed in the lab.
Blues just showed up and kidnapped Dr. Light!
There I go again. What are we gonna do?
Roll stormed over to Dr. Wily.
This was your plan all along, wasn't it? You were just waiting for us to let our guards down.
I have done nothing of the sort! But I was afraid something like this might happen.
Wily moves over to a closet door and begins opening it. Rock and Roll cautiously approach.
I was saving this for,
special occasion, but it seems now would be as good a time as ever. He revealed a very odd-looking robot master. It had a somewhat skeleton shape to it, but it had various parts from it appeared to be Wily's first line of robot masters.
Where am I? We? This is a very, very odd feeling.
Rock looked amazed. He'd never seen a robot master like that before. He can really help get Dr. Light back?
Rock, I think you're missing the fact that this thing has weapons. What were you making this for? Did you know this was gonna happen?
Wily stayed silent for a moment.
Okay, fine. Yes, this was part of a plan originally. But after you all had taken me in and shown me kindness, I couldn't go through with it. I didn't plan for this to happen. I told them specifically not to do anything. But it looks like they went against my orders.
Rock and Roll didn't know how to respond to this.
You can silently judge me later, but we have to save Thomas. And I know where he probably is.
Dr. Light slowly opened his eyes as he was now in Wily Castle 3, in a cell. As he tried taking in his surroundings, he saw Brakeman in front of him.
Blues, I'm sorry for whatever I've done to you.
Save it, Doc. Blues died a long time ago. He then heard the proximity alarm go off. Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you. But Mega Man is another story. Mega Man was already outside battling Quickman. He tried firing his Mega Buster, but Quickman easily dodged all the shots. Do you really think you can beat me? The only reason you beat me last time is because you had Time Stopper, but you don't have that now. As much as Mega Man hated to admit it, Quickman was right. Without Time Stopper, it seemed like he wouldn't be able to win this. But before Quickman could deal a decisive blow, he was frozen in midair.
Don't be so quick to the draw, Quickman. That's payback.
Mega Man looked over at his new comrade. He was just calling him Doc Robot as a nickname. Is that you, Flash Man?
Correct, Mega Man. We were made aware of Brakeman's plan that he was going to do without Wily's knowing. We did not agree with this, and so we snuck into the lab using Time Stopper, and Wily had implemented us into this body.
Quickman was then hit in the back with a Ninja Star-like weapon. As more started flying towards Mega Man, he was just barely able to dodge out of the way. They were Shadow Man's Shadow Blades. Fools! Your simple tricks won't work on me! Mega Man tried firing back, but Shadow Man was easily able to dodge his shots again. All Mega Man was trying to do was get past him to get into that castle. That's when Doc Robot, spinning almost like a top, rushed in, hitting Shadow Man away.
Go, retrieve Dr. Light. We'll take care of him.
Thank you, everyone. Mega Man continued toward the entrance, but was stopped by a buster shot. It was Brakeman, Buster at the ready. Blues, what did you do with Dr. Light? He's safe, but I can't say the same about you. Put up your Buster, Mega Man. Let's end this. Mega Man knew that his brother wouldn't stop. He raised his Buster, and the battle began. The two seemed evenly matched. Despite Brakeman having his shield, Mega Man was just a bit faster, enough to get some very good hits in. Mega Man got close and shot right at Brakeman's head. This destroyed part of his mask, revealing his true face. I guess that's why you're his true son. Dr. Light has been waiting for you this whole time. You can still come back with us. Even after all I've done, you're still going to accept me. Like Dr. Light says, everyone deserves a second chance. Mega Man stretches out a hand, but before Brakeman can grasp it, they hear a siren coming from the castle. A heavily damaged Shadow Man slithers out from the shadows behind the castle. You took away my leader. Now let me take away yours. Brakeman knew what that siren meant. The self-destruct was activated. Without any hesitation, he swatted Mega Man's hand away and dashed through the entrance of the castle. As he was running through, the security robots were also activated. Everything was on high alert. He had to use his remaining energy to blast through all of them, until he saw yellow slime start secreting from the walls. It was the Yellow Devil Mark II. Of course he wouldn't make this easy. Putting as much power into his buster as he could, he fired out a gigantic charge shot, instantly destroying the Yellow Devil. As Light waited in his cell, he saw the damaged Brakeman enter the room. Without saying a word, he charged up another giant charge shot, shooting a hole through the wall, allowing Light to escape.
Blues, what are you doing? If you don't move now, you'll die here!
It's either you or me, Doc, and there's more people waiting for you. Get out of here. Light hesitated for a moment, but with one single tear in his eye, he ran out of the exit. With no more energy left, Blues crumples to the ground, whistling one final time. Doctor, what's that sound?
That, my boy, is called music. We call that kind blues.
Dr. Light just makes it out to Mega Man right before the castle explodes. Blues! Mega Man and Dr. Light return to Light Labs with the remains of Doc Robot.
You guys did it! You saved Dr. Light!
I'll admit, I doubted Wily there for a second, but hey, you did it!
While the others were celebrating, Mega Man and Light had downcast expressions. I couldn't save Blues. I was this close, but I couldn't. To everyone's surprise, Wily is the first one to put a hand on Rock's shoulder.
You did everything you could, lad. There was only so much.
And that is the end to this part of What If Wily Turned Good. With Wily being on Light's side now, Proto Man is the one who seemingly died during the events of Mega Man 3. But where will things go from here? Especially with Shadow Man still being on the loose. Let me know down in the comments below what you think will happen next, and be sure to check out our other Mega Man What Ifs. We have multiple What Ifs covering the classic series, as well as some for X and Battle Network. And also, be sure to check out Nerb Princess, who made that wonderful original piece of art for this video. And I will see you guys next time.